Finances can be fun, right?
Absolutely.
My name is Ashara. I am one of the grand prize winners of the Million Stories #MyMoneyTalk contest. I submitted a video about my funniest money moment and I won. And so I'm excited to be here to make some changes with my finances.
So I'm Brittney Castro. I'm a certified financial planner. I've been helping clients for 15 years put together a simple, actionable roadmap that addresses all their financial challenges, their goals, and I'm just really excited to be working with you today. What would you say are your top 3 financial goals that you're working on right now?
1, to get out of debt because I am a student, so I have quite a bit of it. 2, budgeting. I don't know how to do that. And then 3, investing.
What do you think you're the most stressed about right now?
It can be really hard when living in a big city to get my finances in order. There's just so much going on, so many things I want to do, and so many things I need to save up for. So if we could figure out something for that, that'd be great.
Absolutely. I totally know what it feels like to live in a big city, the extra expenses that come along with that. So having a financial plan that addresses your lifestyle expenses, but still finds a way to save and invest for the future is something we'll cover to make sure you feel comfortable with it. It can be done. Sometimes it takes a little bit more strategy, a little bit more awareness, but totally doable, and we'll make it work for you.
Sometimes I do get a little bit nervous about the unknown after I graduate because I don't have a job immediately lined up. I don't know where my money's coming from. So to figure out a plan to save and budget in the meantime would be really helpful.
Excellent. Yeah, we could totally do that. We can actually put together 2 budgets, maybe one that's like the short term as you transition from graduation to full-time employment. And then one could be our ideal situation, like how much money you need to make in order to live your lifestyle, save for your goals. So we can have like 2 different budgets going on.
That'd be really helpful. I think one is aspirational, one's realistic. Work from the realistic one to eventually get to the aspirational one.
You nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly what we do.
I am a person who believes in spending money to enjoy life a little bit. I don't want to save it all and worry that something's going to happen and then 3 years later I didn't enjoy anything.
I love that you said that because I think that's really a part of my philosophy with financial planning is how do we do that in a responsible way, smart way, so that you feel comfortable with everything you're implementing. This is all great. I loved everything you're sharing because it's going to help us put together a really solid roadmap and financial plan that will address short-term goals, the goals that you have, such as, saving, paying down your student debt. Also, we're going to focus on your long-term goals, which is what you mentioned with investing, investing for the future to build wealth. Maybe there's some other long-term goals like buying real estate at some point. No matter how amazing our financial plan is, how amazing the systems are, there's always going to be new challenges or obstacles. That's life. Life is constantly happening. It changes. There's constantly challenges coming our way. And that's part of it. It's learning to accept those challenges, be prepared as much as we can to deal with them, and be willing and able to move or pivot. The financial plan or roadmap is going to address all of these, the short-term goals, long-term goals, and we're going to find the priority of how do you work toward all of these goals at the same time. What's more important right now, we'll put those as the priority while still figuring out a way to save for other longer term goals. So that's the art of money that we all have to kind of figure out. The science of money is like the budget, what type of account, setting up the systems. That's relatively easy to do once we learn what needs to get done. I think the harder part is that art, right? Managing it, finding the balance between short-term, long-term goals, still being able to pay for your current life and not feel so restricted and miserable because you're only saving for the future. So that's the art of money, and that's where we can have a lot of creativity, and we can be very flowy with it because it's a constant work in progress. Actually, the more wealth you have, the more challenges you have.
Wait, so you're saying what they say is true, more money, more problems?
Yes, more money, more problems for sure. And you know what, too? I would add to it, more money, more problems, more people you have on your team, more money you spend to manage your money, more taxes you might pay. You know, it comes with a lot more responsibility. I'm also going to encourage you to celebrate the wins. These can be really small wins. I think that's very important. Maybe it's just setting up an automatic contribution to your savings account or adding $50 more per month toward your debt payment. These are little things, but they actually are part of the bigger picture, and all of these little steps really do add up, because that kind of energy is actually going to help you stay motivated, stay inspired. So here's what I want you to do for that next session in order to get the most out of our time together. Gather all your financial documents. So this is going to be like your inventory of where you're starting from. So you want to do a deep dive into any income you receive per month, your monthly expenses. You want to make sure we're clear about the money coming in every month, money going out. Then I want you to write down any balances you have in your checking account, savings accounts, investment accounts, if you have any. This is what we call assets, or things you own, which we're going to obviously try to build in your financial life as we put together your game plan. And then you mentioned some student loans, so I want you to write down what is the balance on the student loan, what is the interest rate, what is the minimum payment every month that you have to make, so we're very clear about that debt or those loans, and we can figure out a debt reduction game plan for you. And then you can just list anything else you might have as it relates to your financial life. So sometimes this could be any insurance policies you own, other assets, maybe like a car, anything worth value. Like, we just want to kind of get a snapshot of where you're starting from.
I'm feeling really great about everything today. I am super grateful for all of your help. I will get my documents ready for next session, get all my finances in order, and I'm really excited.
Excellent. I am too. So look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks again, and we'll be back.